Hi, my name is Andy, a collection specialist at Credit Sage, and my goal is to help people learn how they can remove receivable solutions from their credit report. And actually, in many cases, without paying their debt at all. So if that's you or someone you know, I'm confident that you're going to walk away from this video knowing what the next best step is to take. Now, this doesn't mean that you shouldn't take action. For example, if you know or believe that Receivable Solutions or any of the other accounts on your credit report are the result of identity theft, or have a wrong balance after you've already paid, or any major issues that are seriously affecting your life, you may be owed a settlement. And we work with a network of local attorneys that will work on your behalf at zero cost, win or lose, in addition to getting the accounts deleted permanently. Or if no issues like that exist and you just want the account removed from your credit report, we can help with that too. Call us today. Our number is in the description. So what I want to do is go through the most important questions that we get about this company. And the first one here I think is really important, and that is, can you be arrested or get jail time for a debt with Receivable Solutions? Now, I put this one at the top of the list for a reason, and that is we get a lot of callers that are terrified that this could happen. And honestly, it makes sense. Few people are taught how credit and debt work in school. I didn't know the answer to this question until I got into the business. And fortunately, the answer is, unless the debt is related to specifically unpaid taxes or unpaid child support, you cannot be arrested or get jail time. So there's no need to worry about that. The amount of the debt doesn't matter either. You could refuse to pay $1,000 or $1 million, and you will not be arrested or get jail time. So hopefully that sets your mind at ease. Now, who is Receivable Solutions, and why are they showing up on your credit report? So they are what's referred to as a debt collector or credit collection agency, and they buy debts, unpaid accounts like credit cards, for example, often for very cheap, and then they try to collect the full amount. An example would be that, let's say you have an unpaid card with Capital One for $1,000. Receivable Solutions could, in theory, come along and buy that debt for just $100. But they don't try to collect that amount. They try to collect the full $1,000 from you, which gives them a 10x return on their investment. So, these companies can make a lot of money. And damaging your credit score by reporting the debt to your credit report is honestly the primary strategy they have to get you to pay. However, and this is really important, what a lot of people don't know is that paying that debt that's on your credit report does not remove the account attached to it. That account will sit there for 7 years, damaging your score, paid or not. So, really a lot of time paying the debt isn't in your best interest. It could just be a waste of money. In rare cases, paying the debt can even hurt your score further. So in addition to credit reporting, they may send scary letters, call a lot, even calling your family members and colleagues. And I want to say, if a collector has ever threatened you or harassed you during non-business hours, you may be owed a lawsuit. So again, that's another case that you want to give us a call so we can connect you with the local specialist that will take action quickly. Question here is, should you negotiate a settlement with Receivable Solutions? Well, settling your debt with Receivable Solutions depends on your goal. Typically, if you're wanting to improve your credit score, paying isn't in your best interest and really isn't the best option for you. And the reason is, like I talked about before, even if you pay that collection, it will remain on your credit report for 7 years, damaging your score that whole time. Now, instead, we always recommend that you work with an expert like us to review these accounts for you. And if certain issues exist, the accounts may be removed. And this really is a win-win. You won't have to waste money paying a debt that won't help your score, and the negative account gets removed from your report. So it's kind of perfect. How do you remove Receivable Solutions from your credit report? Well, the Fair Credit Reporting Act gives every person the power to challenge information on their report. I will say the knowledge required to do this is a bit more involved than it might seem. That's not to say that you shouldn't learn how to do it, but be prepared that you may spend weeks, maybe even months, learning how to do it properly. However, if you'd like to hire a professional to handle it for you and ensure that it's done properly the first time and save the extra time, well, we're happy to take care of it. We've dealt with Receivable Solutions many times, and they regularly have issues. I'll put it that way. And we've helped numerous clients deal with them. And we'll take care of it for you as well if you'd prefer. How can you get Receivable Solutions to stop calling you? This is a big question. So, like I mentioned before, even, they will be calling you. If they haven't by now, they will be. It is their way of trying to collect the debt that they've purchased, right? Which means the only reason that they'll stop calling you is if you settle your debt with them, or you work with a company like ours to potentially have them removed from your report altogether. Will Receivable Solutions try suing or garnishing my wages? I'll put it this way. Receivable Solutions suing is unlikely. It can and does happen, but in our experience, it's rare. And really it's because there are many laws around how long they can sue for, what they can do if they win, and it's a long process. However, if we're able to find certain issues with the account, they won't be able to collect it all, which is another benefit of using an expert. What are my rights when dealing with Receivable Solutions? So this is a great question. You have the right to dispute any of your debt that Receivable Solutions has purchased. Receivable Solutions is governed by the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, or FDCPA. And as mentioned before, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, or FCRA. Now, these acts can seem complicated, but they provide a great deal of power to the consumer if you know how to use it properly. Now, if you don't have time to research these acts, that's not a problem. You can give us a call and we can discuss your options. Again, you'll find our number in the description area just below this video. And with that, thank you so much for watching.